Who thinks like this? What is wrong with you people? What is this? What have you made? This is crazy. This is mad. So people, hey, how's your husband? I'm like, huh? कौन? क्या? मैंने शादी कब की? ये कौन है? What happened? So they're like, no, aren't you married to Rajeev Khandelwal? I was like, no, I'm not.
Oh.
Manjari, right? I'm like, yes, I'm Manjari, but I don't know. I've never met Rajeev. So then later I found out that Rajeev Khandelwal's wife is also called Manjari.
What's this? Bye.
Bye. That's a bye. You got me.
Hi Manjari, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, yeah, I'm good. So जाने तू या जाने ना, what's this girl? So I think ये एक ऐसा कैरेक्टर है जिससे आपको हर कोई हमेशा याद रखेगा. आपका क्या कहना है? आप रियल लाइफ में भी ऐसे हो? What's this टाइप के कि कुछ भी देखा तो उसको कुछ इमेजिन करके बना दिया, ऐसा है आपके साथ रियल लाइफ में?
Not at all. Not at all. ऐसा बहुत बहुत बार हुआ था जाने तो के बाद like randomly I was meeting people and like I mean even like I remember Shirdi mein I'm standing in a line in Shirdi and दूर से मुझे कोई देख रहा है. What's this?
Yeah.
Bhagwan.
Yeah.
I'm not very I'm a creative person but I'm not very I'm not Meghna basically in short. So I was like किसी और ने लिखे थे भाई डायलॉग्स मैंने नहीं लिखे थे मुझे नहीं पता क्या है.
But that was a very different kind of role, like एक ऐसा काफी अलग तरह का कैरेक्टर लिखा गया था. What's this? And हम लोग खुद सोचने में लग जाते थे कि क्या बोलने वाली है अभी ये.
I know it became a game. These college students and all that started playing and all that stuff in their school. What's this? What's this?
That's true, So how did you get that part exactly? That would be interesting to know.
So Jaane to I got on the fly because they had already auditioned like so many girls in the industry, like so many girls, like almost 400 girls plus had auditioned for Meghna.
Oh,
the entire other cast was locked. The only cast they could not lock till then was Meghna's character. And the casting director, she was randomly bumping into me in random places. And finally, she's like, why don't you come and test for this role?
Yeah.
So I finished the test and she loved it. And she was like, she told the director, she's like, Abbas, you have to see this girl's audition. And Abbas is like, no, I am not seeing a single girl's audition anymore. I am done. We have shortlisted 3 girls. हम उसी में से choose कर लेंगे. अभी हम लोग नहीं देखेंगे कुछ भी. So Pakhi very smartly what she did was, while watching under the pretext of watching some movie, she slipped in my audition tape.
Okay.
and he's waiting and it started and Abbas is like, "Arey, ye to." And then he gets glued and then he sees my audition. And Pakhi's like, oh, sorry, 1 second. She pretends to go. But Abbas is like, wait, let me see this. And he saw my audition and that's it. He was like, Meghna.
Wow. तो आपके लिए बहुत exciting होगा, कि मतलब इतनी सारी लड़कियों को reject होने के बाद, कि मेरा एक audition by chance जाता है काफी अलग तरह से and then I got selected.
No, I think some things are meant. I mean, like I have always believed this. Every script comes with a destiny of how it's going to do, who's going to play what. फिर उसके बाद if it's not meant for you, if it's not yours, कुछ भी कर लो नहीं मिलेगा. And if it's yours, कुछ ना भी करो, that's going to come drop in your lap. Yes,
that's true. Even I believe in that personally.
And that's what I think. I think I was meant to play Priya in this series, Mia Be Your Murder. I think. Yes, I feel the same way about it.
Yeah. Which brings me to this topic. So your web series is releasing very soon on mxplayer, and the trailer looks really crazy.
Yes, it is crazy.
It's crazy. Crazy is the right word.
Crazy is the right word.
Yeah. So I had a chat with Rajeev also recently, and he was pretty excited about it. How do you feel exactly about this? I mean, and how was your experience, of working with Rajeev?
So I was thrilled. First of all, to get the narration. When I heard the narration, I was on the floor rolling, laughing. I had tears in my eyes, laughing, listening to the narration. The way it has been written, it's like I was like, who is the writer of this? Kaun sochta hai? So who? So basically, Sunil Manchanda and Sambit Mishra, they both together conceptualized it, and Sambit wrote the whole thing. And I'm like, who thinks like this? What is wrong with you people? What is this? What have you made? This is crazy. This is mad. So the situations are so whacked out and out of the box and quirky that it's like, I'm a very slow reader. When I'm reading, I'll aram se take my own sweet time to read. But later, after the narration, जब मैं अपने घर ले गई थी the Bible of 10 episodes to read, I have finished it within 2-3 hours. I was like, I couldn't stop reading. I was laughing. मैं घर में अकेली बैठ के हंस रही हूँ. मम्मी नीचे, my parents were here that time. They're hearing my laughter, like sitting alone in the room. They thought I'm crazy, but they anyway know I'm crazy. But anyway, so they were like, "Kya? What is this?" But it was so funny, and even the shooting experience was mad. It was in fact right after the pandemic. I mean, not after the pandemic, during the pandemic, after the first lockdown opened up. So we all stayed in the same building. We were made to stay there, in Bombay only. But they were like, nahi, koi idhar udhar aayega jayega nahi. We'll create a bubble. All the protocols were taken care of. And हमने इतना enjoy किया है, बनाते time, acting करते time. So it was fantastic. And when you have such an excellent co-star like Rajeev Khandelwal. So Rajeev, I had seen his work in Amir, and I thought he was a phenomenal actor. And it was very interesting when I was reading this whole thing, and I was like, "Ye Rajeev karne wala hai." It's very different from what kind of roles he's done till now. Because this is for a change, a very light-hearted, chilled out, funny side of Rajeev you will see in this particular series. And that by itself was interesting. And then, I mean, of course, Rajeev, we all know he's a star. He is such a popular person in the country. And, I was like, okay, let's see how he is, But he is such a simple person. He has no airs. He is not in the bubble of stardom. No, he is so grounded. We are very like-minded, so we instantly connected. So like first time I met him was also basically Sunil was like, yaar, tum or Rajeev mil lo, call him, plan with him, just meet, rehearse, whatever, and then we go on floor. So I called up Rajeev, so he's like, come over for lunch. So I went home to his place. His lovely wife, who's also called Manjari, by the way.
Right.
So she had invited, so they invited me over lunch and all. And we hit it off from the word go. Also because I remember, I think when they got married about 7-8 years ago or something, I was randomly asked by people, "Hey, how's your husband?" I'm like, "Huh? Kaun? Kya? मैंने शादी कब की? ये कौन है? What happened?" So they're like, "No, aren't you married to Rajeev Khandelwal?" I was like, "No, I'm not."
Ooh.
Manjari, right? I'm like, "Yes, I'm Manjari, but I don't know. I've never met Rajeev." So then later I found out that Rajeev Khandelwal's wife is also called Manjari. Of course, she spells it I-R-I. I am A-R-I.
Oh, yeah.
So we started off with that only. I mean, we broke the ice right there, and lovely girl and lovely couple, and we got along like a house and fire. So now I can say he's a very dear friend of mine, Rajeev, and working with him was like fantastic. And when you watch the series, Mia Bivi or Murder on 1st of July on mxplayer, you will see the chemistry. I think it's fantastic. I think everybody is going to enjoy, our banters, because we are playing this very dysfunctional couple, so you will see our banter. It's going to be, I think people will enjoy.
So you are from a Maharashtrian family, and your father has served in Indian Army, as I read.
Yes.
So आपका बचपन कैसा रहा? काफी traveling थी, काफी discipline था आपकी life में. किस तरह का था आपका बचपन?
It was a very disciplined life, yes. It was a nomadic life, yes, because I have not stayed in a single place apart from now, but while growing up, never stayed in a single place for more than 3 years, and every year we would be changing our houses. And I mean, like every 3 years, like, my school would change. Har school mein vidai hoti thi, like, crying and all that. Like, like, separating from your best friends in that school. So, like, I mean, so I've had 7 schools which I've changed, and I was not thrown out of any of them. I just had that had a transferable job. So it was a very interesting life I've lived. I mean, because of that, it also helped me as an actor, because I've lived in different cultures all over the country. So I understand people better. I relate to people better. I understand how people in different states would react to certain situations, or how people, in different parts of the country would take to different kind of things. So it kind of helps me also as an actor to understand characters better.
But it's difficult hota tha because every 3 years you're changing your house, you're changing your school, you're making new friends and all. Or was it exciting ki haan main naye logon se mil rahi hu?
No, I'm a very emotional girl. I'm a typical Cancerian girl. I love my friends to death. I am like, so you won't believe it, but I have friends, very close bonds with my friends from nursery. In spite of being in the army, we have not really physically been together all our lives. But I have a friend called Tanveen Bedi from my Little Flower Nursery School in Jammu.
Okay.
So we kept in touch. My friend Sukhmani Khurana, who was very close to me when I was in 3rd grade, she and I have been in touch all this while. She got married recently. She has a child now, and she lives in Australia. So we used to write letters, handwritten letters to each other every month.
That was an era.
That was an era, right?
Yeah.
So my mom has also saved those letters, like, so I had those kind of bonds right from my childhood. So I've always been a very emotional girl. So so my friends are for life. So even if, sometimes, we get busy with lives and we're not able to be in touch so much with our close friends. But, my friendships are like, we start off from where we left. Every time I pick up a call or have a word, it's like it starts off from where we left. So, so yeah.
Okay. So actor हमेशा से बनना था या फिर it just happened by chance?
It didn't happen by chance. हमेशा से भी नहीं बनना था. I wanted to be a counselor, psychological counselor. I wanted to be that. I was good in studies. I was so I actually, because Papa army mein the, and like, everyone like participates in stage, on stage and all. So मैं बचपन से so I was 3 years old. I've been performing on stage. I've been singing. I've been dancing. I've been acting. Acting came when I was 14. But you never take that seriously. You never think that this is what you will end up doing or you'll make it a profession, because my family knew nobody from the film industry.
Yeah.
Like no one. I did not know anyone in Bombay when I came for my first audition to Bombay. Though I stayed in Bombay for 3 years, my dad was posted in Bombay for 3 years, 8th, 9th, 10th. But that's it. But in the film industry, I had no contacts. So you don't think that you would become an actor. And when I was 14 years old was when I was bit by the acting bug. But still, I didn't think I'll be an actor. I still thought I will become a professional in something else. And if it happens, it will be like a hobby. That never works out. That's a different thing. But but I think by the time I was 16 years old is when I got struck by that, hey, this is what I want to do in life. I want to be an actor. And luckily, I got my first film like within a year or two of that. And my first film, I played a high school girl. So it happened very fast for me. I mean, my first audition, I got my first film. So so then, of course, it was a journey altogether. But yeah, no, I never thought I wanted to become an actor in the beginning. It was just
okay. So I also read somewhere कि आपकी family में काफी singers हैं. Is that true? And you also sing. You also sing, right? Is there any song जो अभी आपके दिमाग में चल रहा है और आप गाना चाहें हमारे viewers के लिए?
मैं अभी बिल्कुल नहीं गाना चाहूंगी, because like ये सब मेरा माइक फट जाएगा, ये सब कुछ फट जाएगा, because गला भी फट जाएगा, because अभी I just in fact I got corona on last week. So now I'll be out of my quarantine tomorrow.
Oh.
But the second time I got it, so I'm not taking it seriously. That's a different thing altogether.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I have a bad throat. I can't sing right now.
No. Then I get it, because COVID में आपके
Yeah.
throat की तो like हालत बुरी हो जाती है, and I
Yeah.
completely get that.
But still better than cold and cough. Normal cold and cough से तो better ही है, but फिर भी, I mean, I won't sing right now.
That's true. No, we get it.
हाँ.
And I think वो हम next time के लिए बचा के रखेंगे.
Next time के लिए definitely promise I
आपसे कोई अच्छा सा गाना गवाएंगे हम.
हाँ,
ठीक है,
बिल्कुल.
cool. अच्छा, आप डिजिटल स्पेस में आ गई हैं, आप काफी सारे शोज कर रही हैं बैक टू बैक. आपके कोई पर्टिकुलर शोज है जो आपको बहुत पसंद हो, आप ओटीटी पे उन्हें फॉलो करती हो?
मेरे shows?
No, any shows, like कोई भी वेब सीरीज जो आई हो रिसेंटली जो आपको बहुत पसंद हो और आप उसके नेक्स्ट सीजन का भी वेट कर रहे हो.
So I'm sorry, I'll be partial, but I think my series which released last week on Hotstar, Masoom, is something I am so immensely proud of being a part of, and I hope there will be a season 2.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward if that happens. I'm really hoping that happens.
Yeah.
And I think it's turned out beautiful. I think everyone, I mean, I'm very proud of being a part of that project. So yeah, that, yes. And I am looking forward to Mia Beef Your Murder right now on 1st July.
Yeah.
So I really hope audience, they'll first of all see me in a very different kind of a role. And I think it's going to be a very crazy, whacked out, fun series to watch. So I hope this does well. Other than that, I have enjoyed watching very late in the party, but I watched Squid Games while I was recovering.
Okay.
I had not seen it before. It was mad. It was crazy. I loved it. It was fantastic.
Yeah. Everyone, I think, loved that.
Yeah. That, then Inventing Anna. I'm right now watching Anatomy of a Scandal.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But yeah, I think Masoom is also getting great response. Even I watched it, so I know, and it's amazing. And your character was also like well written, and you did fab there also.
Thank you.
So Manjari, अभी हम आगे आने वाले दिनों में आपको ज़्यादा OTT पर देखेंगे या फिर big screen films में?
I would want to do everything. But let's see what comes where. My Marathi film, which released abhi in May, that had come in theaters, but now it's going to come on OTT also next month. And other than that, I have done a couple of films. So let's see what happens with that, whether they'll release an OTT directly or whether it'll be a theater release. But I think a lot of series, a lot of OTT work is what is definitely coming from my end very, very soon. And a lot more is coming. So I'm looking forward to it. Especially right now, Mia Beef Your Murder on 1st of July.
Absolutely. We are definitely looking forward for that one and for your other projects as well that are in line. But we wish you all the very best, and thank you so much for taking out time. And we
thank you so much.
Like, we wish you the best of projects that you do. And yes, what's this? Bye.
Bye. That's a bye. You got me.
Yeah, but thank you so much for taking your time, and it was lovely chatting with you.
Lovely chatting with you.
Okay, bye-bye. Bye.